Hi, second graders. This week you have picked a topic for your passion project. You have generated questions that you wanted to ask about that topic, and then you did research, finding the answers to those questions and recording it. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn your research notes into a piece of writing. You are going to have two options. The first option is going to be writing a traditional report. A traditional report looks like writing on a piece of paper. It's broken up into what we call paragraphs or chunks of writing. Your second option is going to be to create a visual display or a poster. The writing will be more broken up onto a piece of paper, and you can add pictures if you like. Before we start, I'm going to show you how to do it using my research. I did my research on Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn is one of my role models. She's an actress that was alive a long time ago. And not only was she an actress, but she was a humanitarian, someone who cares for other human beings, and she did some really great work. So I read this book about her, and as I was reading it, I took notes, and then I also did some research online, and I developed these notes. I'm going to show you how to turn your notes into a piece of writing. The first kind of writing I'm going to show you how to do is a report. So if you want to turn your research into a report always has a title. So the first thing you'll do is title your report. I titled my report Audrey Hepburn because that's who it's about. And then you're going to start every paragraph or every chunk of writing with the question that you're going to be answering and the details about it. My first sentence here says, Audrey Hepburn is a famous name you may have heard of. So I'm going to be telling you about Audrey Hepburn and why you may have heard of her. She was born on May 4th, 1929, and grew up in the Netherlands during World War II. She later moved to the United States and became the actress you may have heard of. So I start with what the paragraph will be about or what question I'll be answering, and then I provide details. I'm telling the person why they may have heard of her. And then for the next paragraph, you'll do the next thing that you'll be talking about with more details about it. I said Audrey starred in so many movies. That's my topic sentence. That's how I start my new paragraph. And then I start talking about the movies. I say a few of them won awards, but not all 27 of them. So I told them that she's been in 27 movies. Some have won awards, but not all of them. This is a traditional report style. If I were writing a report, I would probably have more than 2 paragraphs, but this is just an example. For every new question that you answered, you would have a new paragraph. The first sentence is always what it will be about, and then the sentences after include the details. The research that you did gets included. Remember, when you start a sentence, you have a capital letter. When you end a sentence, you have to have a period or a question mark or exclamation point. Names are always capitalized as well as places. And something new is at the beginning of a paragraph, we have what this little space here is called an indent. It's like kind of like a punch in. You see how all the other sentences are lined up with the pink line, but then the first sentence is not. It's a little bit punched in. So at the beginning of every paragraph, there is an indent, that punch in to show that it's the beginning of a new topic or a new idea. So this is option number 1, turning your research into a report. You would follow this format and answer all the questions that you feel like are relevant to your topic, the important information. If you're going with option number 2, you still need a title, but your questions will be written verbatim. That means the entire question will be written, and then you'll write the details about it underneath. It's kind of more like a newspaper article style, and then there will be pictures. So here is my visual display or poster. At the top, I wrote Audrey Hepburn because that's the title, that's who it's about. And then I wrote my questions that I answered during my research. I scattered them around the page. Now underneath them, I'm going to include the details. Who was Audrey Hepburn? I'm going to say a very famous, award-winning actress who grew up in the Netherlands. I'm including my details here. The question is at the top. What did she do? She wanted to be a ballerina, but instead she became an actress. Period. What else did she do? She did other things. She was a Goodwill ambassador for a children's charity called UNICEF. Raising money and awareness. She made sure that children had food, clean water, and medicine in countries where they did not have all of the resources available to them that we have in the United States. If I were really making this report right now, this poster, I would answer these questions as well. And then I would start adding some illustrations. Since she was a film actress, I might draw this little, I honestly don't know what it's called, but they like, oh my goodness, I'm messing up my words. They use it on movie sets is what I'm trying to say. You know this black thing where they say take one, take two? I don't know really what it looks like. Who was Audrey Hepburn? I might include these big glasses because she wore big sunglasses in some of her movies. What else did she do? UNICEF. She was raising money and awareness for children. I might draw pictures of children. Obviously, this is not my best work, but you get the idea. So this is what a visual display would look like. So what you're going to do is take your research notes and decide, are you doing option number 1, which is the report, or option number 2, which is the visual display. Today, you are going to have time to work on it, but you're not going to be expected to finish it today. You'll get to finish it tomorrow. So today you need to choose option number 1 or option number 2, and then start working on it. I would say maybe do 2 or 3 questions worth of writing today, and then you can finish it tomorrow. We look forward to seeing your work. Let's get to it.